I found out why my boyfriend hangs out with his coworker and comes back home late every day. Now he is resigning from his job, but I am also resigning as his girlfriend. I have been dating my boyfriend, Jim, for a year now. It was long distance at first, but I moved to his home state in August so that we could be together physically. Everything was perfect. Jim and I were extremely happy with each other, always communicated, and we were just a happy couple. He works at a cafe and there he befriended one of his coworkers, Derek. Derek has been inviting Jim to get a few drinks after work, and the two became good buds. I've met him before and he was really nice. Jim thought he was a cool guy too. Then in mid-October, Derek would invite my boyfriend over to his place. They'll just hang out, order pizza, and drink some beers apparently. Jim would text me that he would hang out with Derek after work and then come home. I never required him to text me where he was, but Jim was always sweet to text me messages throughout the day. I did the same for him too. Throughout the entire night, Jim would tell me how he met Derek's girlfriend, Karen, and that they were very nice people. I texted him back that it was awesome and sweet how the two invited him and shared a good time with him. I thought that was just that. So Karen and I have never seen each other. All I knew about her was that she was Derek's girlfriend. She was nice, and also I learned that she and Derek moved in together in early October. I thought that was pretty cute. That's all I knew about her. My boyfriend started to hang out at their place more often, and I would only think of it as something like coworkers/friends just hanging out after work. I do admit that I felt left out and even asked Jim if I could hang out with them. He would say it would be a hassle since then he would have to come to get me from my work or at home and then go to Derek's place, and also that they only hang out for a short while. I just would say all right and be done with it. I had a day off work and texted my boyfriend that I would come over to his workplace to have lunch together. He told me that would be awesome, so I went. It was pretty busy in there, but not super busy where the workers wouldn't be able to casually talk. I noticed my boyfriend working and one other girl. Between orders, this other girl would be touching Jim's arm and would smile at him. She would act really flirty with him, and my boyfriend seemed totally fine with it. It hurt because 1, he was letting another girl flirt with him, and 2, he always felt bothered if I would flirt with him in public. Mind you, I'm not all handsy, but I do playfully hug his arm. Well, Jim didn't notice me in there, so I just kept to myself. When several of the customers walked out, Jim finally noticed me. We went out for lunch, but on our way out I asked him, "Who is your coworker?" And he told me it was Karen. I asked him if he found her attractive, and he said word for word honestly, "Not really. She's not ugly, but she's not pretty or anything." I told him how I felt about him and Karen acting that way in the cafe, and he only told me it was meaningless since that's how Karen is. I tried extremely hard to just kill my jealousy, but it really hurt me. I cried in the kitchen after Jim had gone to sleep that night. A few days after that event, Jim would be going to Derek's place after work and would come home really late. Earlier today he told me he would be hanging out with Derek again, and with my own insecurities boiling inside me, I asked Jim to stay home with me a few times a week because we rarely saw each other due to our work schedules. We ended up arguing, and in my anger, I snapped at him saying something like, "Fine, then you can go to your little threesome." His face went pale and just a sick feeling made me believe that what I had said out of anger was actually true. I asked him and he admitted it. I ultimately found out that my boyfriend has been having a threesome with Derek and his girlfriend after work almost every day since October. I asked Jim if he was bi, but Jim said they were just sharing Karen and it meant nothing. It was only intimacy. It hurt a lot. Jim and I shared the same views that an open relationship never could work for us, that intimacy with another person while in this relationship would be viewed as cheating, and so on. He was the one who set down the ground rules, and I agreed to them. We both were very monogamous. At least I thought. I am completely heartbroken. Jim is in the other room just sitting at his desk, and I'm in the bedroom bawling my eyes out. Honestly, I have no friends here. The friends I had back at home didn't want me to go and we left on bitter terms. I'm ashamed to reach out to them for help. I just can't shake off this feeling of utter disgust and betrayal. I love my boyfriend so much, so very much. A pathetic part of me wants to just work on our relationship, but that is just a horrible choice. I know I should leave him and go back home or whatever, but right now I'm just in shock. Update. Same day, I did end my relationship with Jim. The conversation was difficult to have, but it needed to be had. There were questions I needed to ask about my health, such as STIs and such. Though he did say he used protection, I still scheduled an appointment with my doctor for this coming weekend. I overheard Jim's phone call with Derek. He told Derek what had happened and ended his relationship with them. He also said he is quitting his work tomorrow. I do feel bad but know that is purely his decision. Jim will be moving back into his parents' place tomorrow. I will be canceling my lease tomorrow morning. I did contact my best friend from back home and simply explained that I will be returning home. He offered to fly up here to help me, but I said no because I know I will break down. Right now, I need to keep strong. Seeing a friend here will only allow me to break down into a huge mess. I'm doing my best to stay positive. I keep telling myself, better now than later. Good thing it's only been just a year and not 5 or more. Think of this as a life lesson. Do not hold grudges and do my best to move forward.